Traders, hope you had a wonderful trading week. Hope you had a great one, a consistent one, a disciplined one, a rewarding one, and most of all, showed up and made every moment count. This is where Hamlin King COT, and I'm back again with another video. In today's video, I'm gonna be giving you guys possible weekly direction for the coming week on three pairs that we always work on, being the NAS, gold, and USD CAD. But before we start, make sure you like the video, share the video, turn on the notification bell so you can get notified every time we drop a video. Subscribe to the channel, click the link to sign up with the broker that I trade with. And if you're looking for an in-person mentorship course, COT Academy has an exciting 2-day in-person mentorship course. For more info, take my number, take my Instagram link, just comment down below that you're interested, and let's COT Academy do the rest from there. But without further ado, let me share this wonderful gems and let me prepare you guys for the next trading week. So, on the NAS, when you can clearly see that we did have two indications and two anticipations that one, price has our lows, and then two, price has our highs. And with that being said, we're simply waiting for a break above to be bullish or a break below to be bearish, right? So when you can clearly see that price gave us a break below. So with a break below of our lows, we still had this support zone that price has printed out, being a what, a push and an exhaustion and a continuation push, right? So this intraday zone gave us momentum that created some intraday highs, right? So from this intraday highs, you can clearly see that price gave us a reaction on our current price today, right? So just to sum things up, I want you guys to understand that the only thing that we're going to be focusing on is the confirmation that we're looking for. And this confirmation will be based on us having to understand that is price going to fail to break so we can look for that reversal, or is price going to give us a violation in order to look for those moves to the downside. That's why we simply say we're waiting for confirmation. We just want to see, based on price giving us a break below of our range, in price failing to break below off of our support, are we going to get a bounce off of our support in order to look for those moves to the upside, or we're going to get a violation of the support in order to look for those moves to continue to the downside? That's why we say we're waiting for confirmation. But without further ado, second pair, which is gold. So gold, to be honest to you guys, gold might be a tradable pair for the coming weeks, right? Because price has this support and price has this all-time high resistance that we've marked out. And with that being said, you can simply see that from price giving us this bear move to the downside, right? From this bear move that price pushed to the downside, we clearly had a break and retest, and price started creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and a higher high to end the week. So with this higher high formation, now that we're simply waiting for confirmation on gold, we just want to see, is this gonna continue with a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and a possible higher low formation in order to anticipate those possible new higher highs? We just don't know. Or is price gonna give us a range or a pullback on exhaustion phase before we can look for those continuation higher highs? We just don't know. Or is price gonna give us a reversal from where it is so we can look for those moves to the downside? We just don't know. That's how simply say we're waiting for confirmation, and this confirmation is based on us having to understand price is having a bullish behavior, and with a bullish behavior, where price is closed, it has closed the market with a higher high. So if price is going to give us a higher low formation in order for us to look for those continuation higher highs, then that's going to be what we're going to do for the coming week. Or if price moves to the down or gives a sense of a reversal, then I guess we're going to take that reversal to the downside. But if price gives us a range or an exhaustion phase or just an intraday sideways movement before we can get momentum to continue, then that's what we're gonna do. But all I ask you guys is to just wait for confirmation to see what is gonna happen before you're gonna put your money to work on gold. Do you guys get that? So without further ado, last but not least, we're having USD CAD. So USD CAD, we can clearly see that our structure is bearish, right? So with our structure being this bearish, this is mainly based on us having to understand that this is our resistance, right? And every time price trades above resistance, we look for those moves to the upside. But every time price trades below our resistance, we look for those moves to the downside. So you can clearly see that market close has closed below our major resistance. So with a close below our major resistance, we're simply waiting for confirmation to see that where price is, that we're going to get a push and a fill to break, so we can look for those moves to the downside, or we're going to get a break above in order to look for those moves to the upside. Because there's only two takes to there's only two setups that we might focus on gold. One of the first setups is price going to come and retest where we broke below of our resistance before we can continue bearish, or is price going to give us a break above after a break below of this resistance, so we can look for those moves to the upside, or where price is that we're going to get an exhaustion phase or we pull back before we can anticipate those continuations to the upside. That's also what we're going to be waiting for. But I'll make you understand once again, we're waiting for confirmation. Confirmation is based on us having to understand signs and confluences that we get before we can put our money to work. Do you guys get that? So USD CAD will be very simple. Price broke below our major resistance. With a break below for our major resistance, if price doesn't break below, if price doesn't break above, then I guess we're gonna look for those moves to the downside. But if price breaks above, then I guess we're gonna look for those moves to the upside, and that's the way we're gonna keep it on USD CAD. So now that you can clearly understand that most pairs were simply waiting for confirmation, and with that being said, that's where we're going to be testing our level of patience and commitment and consistency. And before we end the video, guys, you saw the video and you understood the video that we're going to be having a Forex challenge, taking 100 Rand to 5,000 Rands, strictly raw, strictly raw, strictly raw. All I ask is that you guys join me and that you guys show up and that you guys be with me through it all, so we can make this go up, so we can change our lives, and so we can simply make sure that we inspire someone out there so they can see that it's highly possible. You just can't start with what you have and work on what you have and use God through it all. Do you guys get that? But without further ado, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for showing love. This is your boy Hala, KCOT, and we're signing out.